And am I pronouncing your name correctly, Karina? So, Karina, tell me please, what is the biggest challenge you have trying to help all these dogs? And is it just dogs?
I rescue dogs and cats. My biggest challenge, of course, is getting funds, getting money to keep the shelter running and to be able to help the other dogs of the community. And my other biggest challenge is to find loving, responsible families for these dogs that I rescue, which is very, very hard.
So so your greatest need right now is, you think you need help with advertising, or is it just in funding? I get, but
yeah,
you know.
yeah, advertising as well. Yes,
Yeah.
Just that more people will know what's going on here, because I'm sure a lot of people would love to help or would love to adopt an animal that has been through so much. So yes, I think advertising, of course, funding.
In many cases, your donors can be from far, far away. They don't have to be local, but Palomino is not a rich area, so not a lot of wealthy people in Palomino itself, I believe. Is that true?
It's true, yes. In fact, the people who donate me and who help me the most are from abroad. They're not in Colombia. So they maybe have the ways to help me a little bit more, and they also understand the importance of the work that I'm doing.
Negrita is another happy ending story, solely because of Karina. This is how she found Negrita, badly, badly infested with fleas. And only because of Karina did this little dog get a second life. This is what she looks like now, and to be honest, she truly is a happy camper. Okay, so her name is Crash?
Crash, this is Crash.
Crash was a street dog and had been hit by a car. Now, both front legs were broken on Crash here?
Yes, and her jaw was broken as well. So
oh my God.
She was just a street dog, like any other street dog on the main road.
Okay.
And we get dogs hit by cars every 3 or 4 months. There is a dog that is hit by a car.
She's doing fine now.
This was 3 years ago, but I have one that was hit by a car just 3 months ago, and his leg and arm were broken. So I had to take him to the vet in Santa Marta. He had to get metal platines. I had to pay a lot of money.
Well, I don't know how many of the viewers have used Airbnb, but if you use Airbnb, you'll note that every time you book someplace, you can also book an activity in that area. And that's what Karina does. What we're looking at is a doggy picnic. So visitors who are coming to Colombia, to Palomino, they can join for a small fee the doggy picnic, in which Karina serves the picnic, as you can see. And, the proceeds go 100% to that little puppy in front of you. How did you come across Teddy?
He was in the neighborhood, and I found him with an infestation of fleas and ticks. So he was really skinny, and his hair was starting to fall down, and he's starting to...
So, Karina, do you have a lot of volunteers to help you with this?
I work with Workaway volunteers.
Okay.
Right now, because of the pandemic, I don't get a lot of volunteers, so this year has been really, really, really hard because Colombians are not so keen to come and volunteer as maybe foreigners.
Okay. Where do most of your donors come from?
Europe.
European.
Germany, UK, Australia, New Zealand.
Really?
France.
Okay.
Yeah.
And say it again. What is it called?
Baba ganoush.
Baba ganoush. Is that a Spanish word that I just don't know yet?
No, this is Arabic.
Oh my gosh.
This is kind of Arab food because I lived in Israel for 4 years.
Uh-huh. Well, then I'm embarrassed to not have had that before because I lived in the Emirates for almost 4 years.
The Airbnb hostel side.
Yeah, so Airbnb hostel behind here.
The people side.
And the critter side. Jeff, is it all dogs or are there some cats in here?
Cats too.
Okay, coast is clear.
Okay, let's come on in.
Okay, welcome to the shelter.
Okay, so what do we have here?
So we have
Karina?
the food compartment here. This is where we give breakfast and lunch and we make the food.
Oh my gosh. And how many cats do you have living here?
10 cats.
10 cats and how many dogs total?
20.
20 dogs, 10 cats. So you see that healthy, good-looking dog that came out of the gate first?
That was the one that was hit by a car 3 months
That's
ago.
Lupita, and she had a rough time. She was found and abandoned in a house, locked in a room by herself, unable to walk, until Karina came on the scene. Karina nursed this girl back to health.
And I found her at home in Bogota. So she's going to be sent to Bogota very soon.
Oh, so she's been adopted.
I found a family for
Oh,
her.
that's a success story
Yes,
then,
yes,
okay.
yes. I found a family for her.
And when you see that, that's what a doggy picnic is for. No sneezing. Okay, so we're just back from our beach run, our beach picnic. Karina, please tell us a little about yourself and how did you come to end up in Palomino in La Guajira with 20 dogs and 10 cats? Explain that to us.
Well, it wasn't planned at all. I used to live abroad. And I always came for vacation to visit my family, and on one of those visits I found a puppy that needed help, so I helped the puppy and I tried to find a home for this puppy, but I couldn't find a home for him, so basically I stayed in Colombia with the puppy for her.
Okay.
And then we started traveling through Colombia and we arrived to Palomino. And I'm a beach girl, so I really love the beach and the vibe here. So I bought a little piece of land and I started to do what I do always, just to feed the dogs around when I see them. But because the dogs knew where I lived, so the dogs started to come and just sleep outside my home.
Okay, so when did you go from being a person that had a lot of pets to running a shelter? And when you intentionally take them on and now you're trying to find homes for all of them?
After 3 or 4 years, I had like 7 or 8 dogs. And that's when I realized that I was going to have more and more dogs and that I needed to do something. And as well, until then I was able to sustain them with my own money. But after 8 or 9 dogs, I couldn't do it with my money. I had no more money. So I opened the Facebook page and the Instagram, and that's when I started to show like the work I did to see if I could get some help.
Oh, good. And then that's exactly what we're going to try to do here, is try to get some more help.
Yes, try to find people like you that understand the work that I do and maybe want to give me a hand, no? Because for the locals it's a little bit different, and we are in a place in Colombia where there was a lot of war before, so everyone saw some person that they know die. So for them, their sensitivity towards an animal is less.
Oh, I'm sure.
So this is why maybe the locals have a different way with the animals. But slowly they've been seeing that there's another way, that they are part of our family and they need to be respected and treated like one.
Well, thanks for taking the time, and again, thanks for the beach trip, and we'll get this.
Yeah, and everyone that wants to come to Palomino and visit our shelter, you're welcome. Or follow us on the Instagram so you can know the work we do.
Right, that's good. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, and what we're going to do is in the video description, we'll put a link to the Instagram account and to the Facebook page. And we're going to take a look into getting a website. So that's one of the things that maybe some of the viewers could help with. If there's anybody out there who is able to set up a website and help maintain it remotely, it would be as simple as sending photographs and descriptions back and forth, and you can maybe broaden your fundraising and also broaden, the ability to adopt.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to work on. So. Hey, thanks for watching, everybody. Yeah, this is my buddy Hashish. He and I are buds because, well, we're both old guys, and old guys have to stick together, don't we? And he's had a rough road, but now he's in good shape. So I say cheers to Hashish, cheers to Karina for what she's doing. And I hope that there's some people out there that can help. So I know that this is a sailing and a so-called adventure channel, and that this episode had nothing to do with sailing at all. But it does have to do with meeting people around the world and learning of people's stories, and I'm just damn proud to have met Karina and be part in a small way of helping her move her little project forward. I know that many of you may be dog lovers or cat lovers, and that maybe some of you are in a position where you'd be able to help. And if so, that's great. So there's a few things that we really need, okay? And direct donations or via PayPal is, of course, something all of us could do, I think. Okay. Somebody out there who is able to do website building, I think, would be very, very helpful. Someone who can find a low-cost website that can be, put together and managed. And there may be someone in this viewer audience that's able to do that. And I hope so, and I hope that you're able to help, and I hope that you reach out to Karina. In the video description on the front page of YouTube, I'll put the links so you can just click and go to the different links. And here's all the Instagram, and PayPal and Facebook information for you. So again, it was my pleasure to spend a lot of time in Palomino to meet some great folks like Jeff and Karina. And I do raise a glass to them for what they're trying to do. And I think just top shelf. So well done. Take care, everyone.